players have just been called to their tables and they're about to start. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. It's going to be good, eh, John?
Oh, this is going to be awesome. If there's any bit of the drama that preceded it with the Bayden-Adam match, then this is going to be worth a watch for sure. So hopefully you all tune back in and watch this. I know we got up to about 137 viewers before, and I know numbers aren't everything, but well, they are when you can look at it on the screen. And these are two mouth-watering matches. Ceri Worts we haven't really seen much of recently, especially in the two-shot game. He used to play it extensively in Christchurch, but then moved to Tasman, had a bit of time off, and now is back with a vengeance as Tony Van Wyk gets us underway in the semi-final on the table to your right. And that appears to be a dry break, so Simon Singleton will take up first shot. Now I do suspect that Brett DeFaria will come back soon. At the moment I have Greg East sitting with me. How much of this poll have you been watching, Greg? I know you've been playing a little bit yourself, but
yeah, I've
you've
been
had
watching
enough time to watch.
Fair bit of it. I've been watching a lot of the games out the back that don't see coverage, which has been quite good today. Yeah, I've actually kept an eye on a few matches today, which has been quite good. Just keeping an eye out to see who's playing well and who's not playing well. How's that for a cut for Simon?
That's a lovely ball down the rail.
Yeah.
First up from Simon. So much of that touch that he's got, he's going to need that in this game because you're playing a guy like Tony Van Wyk who's very astute and knows the rules very well and proven himself well to get here. He's got that English player's touch that has won him the last two tournaments and has got him far in this tournament in previous years. There's two completely contrasting styles in this match. You see Ceri Worts there with his little cue behind the back track, and it's not really a trick so much because he plays that shot so well.
Oh, great. Shot in the side rail there with Simon the yellow. So he's probably going to look at these two here and take the top one of the two, push it across, and then hopefully get an angle for the bottom one to the other corner. Oh, it's a great
He
shot.
got it, and he managed to keep the yellow in play. And Ceri over on the other table looks like he's got an ABC type clearance there. Just a wee stun type shot, and should be fairly easy. So carrying on where he left off, by the look of it, in his match against Michael Hayes, which he won by a thwacking score of 7-1, or sorry, 9-1 even.
Yeah, it's a great finish. Awesome by Ceri there.
So Ceri Worts takes that first frame against Bayden Jackson, and Simon looking to do the same against Tony, and he does. So 1-0 Simon Singleton over Tony Van Wyk. And just like that, our first frames on each table are done.
Yeah, the way Ceri's playing, the only way I can see around Bayden getting through that is that he needs to close them down and keep the snookers going and try and shut his potting down because Ceri's on fire and he's just not missing anything.
Well, that's like what Bayden said about Adam in that last match.
Yeah.
He made the comment that he was really scared about the way Adam's potting. He just isn't missing a thing, he said.
Yeah.
Really is he that afraid of somebody else out potting him, and even to admit it to someone, but he's gone and done himself massive injustice by going on off the break there, and those problems with the break do continue. Do you want to jump in? Tyler Johnson. Oh.
I've seen him round.
Oh yeah. Does he look a bit like you?
So Ceri's on the reds here. So I think that one down the left-hand side rail won't go past the bottom one.
Oh, so you'd be surprised. I've seen players fit into gaps that shouldn't be fitted into before, and Ceri's a master at making those shots on for himself. He might be able to promote it now, in fact.
He's hit that nice. That's a great shot.
I don't know. Is it still on?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's about to play it, and we'll find out.
Tony's just had a bad miss there. The red went around the loop of the hole.
Said he rubbed the table. It's like it caught an imperfection in the table or something there.
Oh, that's
it was on. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have even doubted you. Just sipping on the promoter's product here. They say it's probably the best beer in the world, and I'm not a normal beer drinker, but I do like myself a bit of Carlsberg, especially at $3 a pop here at the Marurewa Cosmopolitan Club.
Yeah, it's cheap, eh? It's great.
It's good beer too.
Oh, that's a great shot there by Ceri. Drop this in the middle and then have the black to the corner and take a 2-0 lead.
He's another guy who plays really quickly too, doesn't he? Especially when he's on song, and he knows exactly which shots to play, and he's got that positional play humming.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
And there we go, 2-0 in the blink of an eye to Kerry Worts over Bayden Jackson.
Ceri's actually got a bit of a fan club going over there behind him at the table, so a few of the Tasman players are there watching him and supporting him, which is good to see.
Yeah, they've stuck around for this event, and also one of their players, Andrew Hickey, is in the semi-final of the consolation event, so even more reason to cheer on your players.
Yeah. We'll get a score update with what's going on over there shortly.
Are you having a cold one as we speak too, Wambra? Oh, he got a bit of fortune.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a head cock there to say, sorry bro, I wasn't trying to put it in that way.
So is Ceri using the magic, Rick? No, I don't think he is he?
I don't think he is.
No.
One thing I can tell you that he is using and has always used for this game as well as snooker is a 9-ball cue.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him use an 8-ball or a snooker cue on these tables or a snooker table, because he grew up playing 9-ball. That's his first love, and he never really went back to using any different cues when he changed to these tables.
Oh, did he get one?
Oh, I don't believe he did, you know.
2,
No, that's
4,
a
6, 7.
that's a
4,
dry break again. So this time Bayden the beneficiary of one rather than being stung by one, and he will take the Reds first up.
Yeah, well, the Reds are sitting pretty for a good run out there, so
Yeah, that was that first shot to make sure that red was on into the yellow was a good example of how you can use balls on the table to really give yourself the advantage, and A, to stop the white ball running away, but B, also to solidify that position.
He just killed the other red there with that yellow.
Thank you very much, Chalked Up Video and Wambra, for your comments before. So after being rocked early here, Bayden still with a magnificent chance to get a frame back here. He did kill that red, as you say, but it will go into the middle pocket if he can get around to it off, I'd say, the second one of these two reds, or even to dig in and perhaps remove it from there.
Yeah. But he needs to come kick it into the rail to come off the rail to get a good split, because if he hits it direct, he's only going to push it into the rail and kill that ball.
This is from Simon here. I don't think that black actually goes past the reds into the top right pocket.
Although looking at what Bayden's just done there, that red might be on for the middle, so he's probably going to stun back and just hold the white.
Yeah, I mean, even if he gets a slight angle towards the middle of the table, that would be fine, because he'd still be in reasonable position for the other middle pocket.
It
was on, okay.
But now he's got to reach over the top of that yellow.
Well, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Well, the white ball should spread enough for him to avoid the yellow near the black spot, and be in good position on the one on the opposite side of the table. We're back to more than 100 watches, so good on you guys. And Simon had 2 shots. That was poor, though. That was really poor. I think he wanted that on the left-hand rail there, but it didn't get there.
So he's going to try
double. Has it got the legs?
He's got it.
He doesn't.
But
he actually overcut it, which is hard to do when it's quite a fine cut to begin with. But maybe he's just seeing them that well that when he does miss them, it's on that side of the pocket. They do call it the professional side for a reason.
Yeah, Bayden's in a bit of trouble here trying to jack up over this yellow to get this red to the corner. So he's had to use a jigger.
He's having to use the spider here, in fact. And well, you're right that it's a difficult shot, but I think if there's a player who's skilled enough to pull this off, it would be Bayden. But he didn't want to hit it that thin. He's actually hit it too thin and gotten hooked behind the yellow. If he hits it thicker, he can still pot it, and he'll go to the other side of the yellow and still be on it. I think he might have done something horrible to himself here. Something almost unmentionable.
Oh.
He's played that beautifully. He nearly potted it, in fact. If he'd given that more of a hit, he could have been away laughing there. I didn't.
No, I think Ceri's got an opportunity here to get that yellow on the rail, close to that one, that red there, to that middle hole, and cover that hole right up, and possibly leave a snooker in there at some stage.
So there's Tony Van Wyck being put into a snooker there from Simon. You look at the mess over that top pocket there.
That's not a bad result really for a good snooker.
It is, and if you're Tony, I do wonder whether you do cut that red across just to make it uglier, or even whether you pot that red that's near that corner pocket.
No, he's pulled it out.
Oh, he doesn't want to pot the black. If he'd potted that black on that foul shot, it would have been frame over and Simon would be 2 ahead. Off 2 rails. Does he get it off the third? No, he doesn't.
See, if I was Simon here, I'd try and pot some of the balls.
He's just going to try and push all the reds over there, isn't he?
Even if you try and pot what's available and then make Tony play into the pack, because if Tony doesn't play into that pack, he's going to end up being foul snookered. So
and Tony's got to give 2 away here.
Yeah, but he's going to put that red in there as well, which I think is not a good option. I know.
Just run off it.
Yeah.
It's interesting this, because you don't want to pot the black obviously if you're on it and you play a foul shot, it's a loss of frame. But
what happened there?
Doesn't matter, it's 2 away.
Yeah.
He walked away like he wasn't happy with it though. Lucky was trying to do something in particular and couldn't get the connection. Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong there, Wombra. It's just one of those patience games. And Tony's got another shot here.
Yeah, I don't think that red will squeeze past the black there on the roll, will it? He is looking at it though.
No, the other red next to it gets in the way.
Yeah.
Pots this. Wonder though, do you try to move one of those reds in position that you can do that? It's okay, the black's still there.
Oh, that's a great shot there by Ceri.
I think Simon's trying to pot that. Try to remove some of the obstacles.
Oh, look at this for position on the black.
Oh, he runs those rails so well, and you couldn't have placed that any better.
That's a great finish.
Down he goes. What a finish that is. Kerry Worts just far too good at the moment, and Bayden Jackson now staring a 3-0 deficit in the face.
I actually think Tony's cottoned on now not to pot that other ball he's playing, because that's really his last option, really, is to keep that ball on the table.
This could be a while here before we get a resolution. I just wonder what the two players are talking about, just out of shot.
They've just got Barry involved at the moment, questioning what's the worst case scenario.
It looked like there was a bit of animation in that discussion too.
Hello.
Just attach it into the rail twice.
Club Blue 25s, please.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah. Right, cheers, bro. Thank you.
Simon's ended up. Well, Simon tried to pop the black and left it over the bin, and Tony's just gone and clammed up on him.
Who's on what? Who's on what?
Simon's on the black.
Oh, okay.
It's an interesting frame. Oh, cut across, yes. Sticks it in the pack. He's just playing for an error here from Tony. If you get them all over that pocket, then there's a chance that you can overhit one and pot the black out of turn, and that would be loss of frame. I think that's what both players are trying to get the other to do here. So that black's so close to the pocket, if you do overhit if you're trying to hit a red, then that's where your winning and losing of the frame comes in. And Barry's just overseeing this frame like a hawk. Moves them all again.
They might have actually pushed the black closer to the
I think
hole
he's. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that at all. Just going into the pack again. Looking to see if something's touching, or he's having to play away. I see Barry getting in there again, and
he's dug another one out.
he's managing to dig the red out. So that's his first shot. But you also know what Simon would be wanting here. He wants Tony to try that foul, because if he does that, then Simon's got a foul snooker, and he can just use one of those reds to pot the black frame over. Yeah, definitely, Wombra. Risky shot, but it needs to be done. pots the
See,
red.
Simon's doing the right thing. That's exactly what I'll be doing as well.
Yeah, no, he's taken that easy red out of play, and now just the ones that are near the black to come, and those are the difficult ones.
Oh, he's got another one out.
Extracted another one. Great shot. Only thing is that how's he going to extract the other reds? Is there a chance maybe that he can blow that black out of there?
No, I think it's
I
too
think
buried.
it's too close to the pocket, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's, I think, why he wouldn't have wanted to touch it a few shots ago.
See how this is Club New Zealand, none of this will be happening. It'll be all over.
Well, this is true, but this is not Clubs New Zealand.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the rules that are played the world over. I don't think there is a rule in this game where you can have a stalemate, so these could theoretically go on for quite a while.
Hey? Yeah. I think that red on the bottom rail, the left one of the three, I think Tony's got a chance of extracting that out, but then it's going to be a never land with the rest of them.
Yeah, I think it gets to the point where it's not possible.
Yeah.
It also gets to the point where he's going to have to chance his arm at that little bash out shot, try and smack the black out of there and just hope something goes his way. I think he tried to pot that.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
Ceri's got another chance of a clearance here.
Well, that's an excellent first shot again. He's immediately into position from playing a ball at the wrong end of the table. Oh, shot. Simon gets that, and now Tony's got two shots, but now all three balls are covered around the black, so even more surgery is going to need to be performed here, Wambra. This would be an even better shot than the last two. It would have to be. I wonder if would you try that now? Would you try and bash the black out now? You'd have to ascertain whether it's on or not. Yeah, look at the way he's killing it.
Oh, he got
Oh,
it.
he got
out.
it.
And he gets another shot.
Well, he got position on something too.
That's a great shot. Great effort.
The other thing too, he's still got the snooker option available in case he doesn't like anything here.
Yeah, I think he's playing the right option here, because if he doesn't get it, he can leave the white close to the... Oh, no. He went
Oh, he's gone and off, so all that hard work comes to nothing. And he
Ceri's
concedes
just
the
laid a nice snooker in
frame.
there.
Ceri sticking a snooker in. Bayden just flicking the 8 on the way through, and that's a good shot. Ceri can't pot anything here, so he's going to have to go back to the snooker. Yeah, now that was a shame actually. I would have liked to see Tony win that frame from there, because it's... I mean, he was on a hiding to nothing really, and he somehow clawed his way back through.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you were playing for, wasn't it? You play to pot the balls to leave those three where he couldn't get one out.
Hmm.
What a shot, eh? Getting that black out, eh?
Yeah.
Just a shame he duffed the next one. Just a shame he duffed the next one.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get a snooker, eh?
He should have
Yeah.
played that one in the bottom row.
You know.
Yeah.
No, he was trying to be too tricky and block the black off in that
Yeah.
pocket when the white one.
We have another Simon Singleton fan. Good to see you there, Janet Scanlon.
That's not a bad leave from what Ceri's done, but the black's on
Yeah, that's right in the pocket there. This is going to test all of his cueing prowess.
Oh, what a great pot.
what a great pot. And he gets on the board, and how?
Get in there, bro.
Come on, man, jump in.
Get in there, brother.
Oh, you're his mum, so even more reason. Mrs. Simon Singleton. Well, actually, no, that's Mel, I think, sorry.
Howdy, John. What's going on?
Howdy, what was your name again? Oh, I forgot.
Tyler Johnson, all the way here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Checking out this Q Sports extravaganza with the Reds and Yellows.
I hear a slight resemblance to Billy Gardell in your voice there. I mean, you guys are from the same area of the state, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, this game, thanks there, John. This game's a little bit different than what I'm used to on the 9-foot tables. Who's that drunk man behind us?
That would be Stumpy Alderson. He's...
Tell me a little bit about this game, John.
It's called two-shot. It's all world rules if you prefer. Basically played with the Reds and Yellows, as you see, and originated in England.
Okay.
And the rules are reasonably simple to follow. You must hit your own ball, and you must make a rail after contact with.
Okay, so
your
quite
ball.
like 9-ball.
Yeah, very similar to 9-ball in that sense, except instead of a ball in hand. Instead of a ball in hand, if you foul, it's 2 shots away to the other player and the ball stays where it is, unless it's a foul snooker, in which case the white ball can be moved back behind that head string there.
Okay. So tell me a bit about these players, John. I see on the table on the left-hand side we got 2 guys with no hair, and on the right-hand side we got 2 guys with hair. Is that how they're being matched up for these games?
Yes, indeed, Tyler. They've been matched up because 2 of them are follically challenged and they must stick together.
Yes.
And the other 2 because they've actually got some hair.
Is that just a coincidence, or they draw that out of a hat, these semifinals?
There's no drawing out of a hat at all. It's dependent on how they did in section play.
Oh, yeah, but these are the top 4 guys left, right? So what I'm saying is how did they pair these 2 lots of players up together when you got down to the last 4?
Yeah, well, what happens is that there is a draw done according to how the players are seeded after their section play. Yeah, I saw that too, Brittany.
Shout out to Brittany Kidd. Yeah, I'm here for the...
Brittany the Kid, perhaps?
I'm here for the CNZ 8-Ball Nationals again, and just arrived today to catch the culmination of this Superleague. But I really enjoyed the 8-Ball last year down in Kashmir, so I thought I'd come back, and it's been a tough road.
Give it another twirl.
Well, I didn't make the Moscone Cup team again.
Sad.
Yeah,
Do they not know who you are? Have they never seen you before?
Oh, yeah, so my playing partner is Corey Jewell, and...
Excuse me, guys. I'm part of the Board of Management. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Hold on a minute, we've got something official.
What are you doing here now? Yeah. So, but you're the only people watching the screen?
No. It's live streaming on
It's going
YouTube.
around the country.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you commentating?
Yeah, we're doing the live commentary on both of these games.
Won't interrupt. That's right. Yeah. As I say, I'm on the Board of Management. Just get some understanding of what's going on.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power and all of that.
Well, yeah. You know, it helps. It helps. I'm a builder and not a pusher. But, you know. Anyway, good to see you guys working well. I'll leave you to it. Cheers.
Righto, folks, back to the action. Yeah, so I was just saying I enjoyed Kashmir tournament last year, and
No. That wasn't Rod Buck. That was actually a member of the board for this club just asking what's going on here because apparently he's never seen this before. But we just explained it to him, and he was like, okay, and went on his merry way.
All right, Simon Singleton. Sorry about that. I've seen this guy before. He played in a 9-ball tournament that I played in
Vegas, right?
No, it was. I don't know if it was in Vegas. Was it in Vegas? No.
Where were those?
I'm sure I've seen him on the 9-ball circuit before. But anyway, going back to the Moscone Cup team there, John. I was on the. There was a couple of guys just waiting in the wings. I was just waiting. Hopefully, one of the players might have got, if they wanted to withdraw, or maybe one of them picked up an injury. 'Cause you can get injuries playing pool.
You can. It's a stick and ball sport, and you either get the stick and balls in the wrong place, and of course.
Yeah, Rodney Morris got a few injuries back a few years ago. He ate too many hot dogs. Got all bloated.
Did he enter into a eating competition?
Oh, no, he had to lose a lot of weight so he could come back on the circuit and make the team. Rocket Rodney Morris. Anyway, let's focus on these players. Let's this guy with a little bald V on his head here from Tasman.
Oh, Ceri.
This is Ceri.
Ceri Worts.
Ceri Worts. Ceri Worts.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a nice shot from Simone.
Simpleton.
Simone. Okay, so he's just got to draw back off this last red, and then play the 8. Does he have to call the pocket on the 8 there, John?
No, this is not a call pocket game.
Okay, so he could fluke this ball.
He could.
And it would still count?
It still counts.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. No, his name is Tyler Johnson, wasn't it?
That's my name, John. Don't wear it out. Okay, here's Ceri. That's a nice shot.
Professional player from the States.
One below it.
Taking an interest in this comp, coming over not only to play, but also to share his views on pool and life. Is it a poor man's huck? Attempted huckleberry fin there.
That's a nice shot from Ceri. So he's just got to draw this cue ball back off the side rail, come right down bottom table for this last yellow ball, John. Oh, he just comes straight out.
Just comes straight out.
Just checked it back out.
Well, you've got relatively.
He's got a lot of
natural
space
position.
To play in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just punch it with a bit of right-hand English. I believe go 2 rails and.
You think he would just check this one back up?
Okay. These don't like check very much.
Let's have a look at Simon's break here. He's got a ball.
He did get a ball.
So he's on red ones. All right, here's Ceri.
He doesn't necessarily have.
Oh, Ceri's played a great shot there to get back on this 8 ball.
Oh, and into the middle bin. What a shot!
Perfectly. So we've got one of the quarterfinalists here.
Yeah, beaten quarterfinalists.
Adam Lilly. But he doesn't look like he wants to talk right now. I think he's still reeling from defeat.
From being, yeah.
So Ceri Worts now with a 4-1 lead, John. This guy looks good. I mean, he could do with a toupee. He could do with a toupee, but he looks.
Oh, he'll have enough money to buy several of them after this.
Oh, if he wins this thing, I've heard $10,000 for the winner there, John.
6.5 grand. Could you?
Oh, 6.5 grand. I'm sorry.
Daryl, could you quickly check to make sure that score's correct?
It's 5-1.
I think it's yeah. 5-1. Apparently we've missed a frame. He plays so fast that we missed one. So 5-1 to Ceri, and if I'm wrong, then I'll eat my hat. Or actually, no, I'm sure Tyler will be wearing one. I'll eat his.
All right, here's... Ceri's 5-1 up? What's the race to here? 9. Oh, he's got a big lead.
Yeah, no, he plays so fast we missed a whole frame.
Oh, I'm joined here at the commentary table by young Camellia Cook, just 14 years of age. I watched her play at the North Islands and New Plymouth Club, and she played with her granddaddy, Phil Wilkinson, who's just turned 73. We wish him a happy birthday this week at the tournament. He's turning 73 years young. and still playing some pretty solid pool.
He's actually playing at the moment over in the consolation semi-final.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
see him there.
And for an old timer, you know, to make the consolation final, that's a great effort from Phil at 73 years of age.
Blowing the hole.
So we got a bit of a problem with that.
The magic rack.
We use those back home. They are amazing, John.
You're a fan.
Oh,
Aye.
gotta have that rack. It just keeps everything tight.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of keeping it tight, Tony Van Wyk. Is it Wyk? Wijk?
Well, to be fair to the Dutch, it's actually Van Wijk, but
Okay,
even he would rather us call him Tony Van Wyk.
How about we just call him Tony V Dub?
Yeah.
And Ceri Worts. What? He's got the cue behind his back. That Ceri Worts.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
wow.
it's not a trick either. He is able to do that with aplomb. He doesn't just do that as a party trick. You're saying Simon's 3-0 up. We can. I'll just quickly go and check that there, Brittany. I don't want to put you crock.
Okay, Tony V Dub. What's he done there? He's got another shot? No. Okay.
Brittany's dead right.
Okay, so we've updated that. Simon Singleton is 3-0 up on Tony VW. And
Maybe I need to get myself some pink hair. I didn't notice that.
Who's got pink hair?
Brittany.
Oh, but I'll tell you what.
Mind you, she's a
Look at this shot from
hairstylist.
Ceri. Oh,
She's a hairstylist.
did
by
you see
trade.
the amount of side he had on that shot there, John? He's looking at taking a
I didn't, but
6-1 lead
I'm
here.
not surprised. He's
Where's he putting this 8-ball, John? In the side left?
Side.
In that middle left? Oh, here's Adam Shaw. I know Adam Shaw. He played a bit of 9-ball.
How about this? This is just lovely, isn't it? Isn't this just lovely to watch?
Well, Ceri.
It's almost as good as a certain something else with 3 letters.
Ceri Worts is dominating this event from what I can see.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Oh,
there.
that's 6-1 to
6-1.
Ceri. Wow, what a player.
No, I.
Put some clothes on, child.
Yeah, don't get too close. I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, you sad ass. I'm sure that's not 14 where you live, right?
Oh, and most states back home, yeah. Well, let's not
16
talk
or
about
18,
Let's
isn't
not
it?
talk about that. Okay, so what was that shot there from? Simon's just.
Simon.
I see. He's just
Well, he's
hooked
got
that
the
ball.
he's got the frame under some control with that red beam.
You see
there.
the glare coming off Bayden's head there?
Yeah, that's his virility patch.
Wow, there was some almost blinding here in the
Yes, it's like a solar virility patch
Now
of
tell
some
me,
sort.
tell me, John. You tell me, why has Bayden he's hit the balls like a girl there? What?
he put the rack.
He really
he's kind
just
of half hit it.
Half. He didn't. He just put like a whisker. He didn't even try to hit those balls.
Well, he knows how free playing Ceri is. He's just been putting everything in sight, so he's just trying to calm him down.
I believe it's pronounced Ceri, but it's okay. You can't get them all right, John.
I'll be asking him, Ceri, how do you play pool?
He plays it very well.
Yeah.
Now,
Pre-tournament registration tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure, Sam. Oh, yeah, Tyler, Oh, no, you did tell me you were playing in that.
in the pre-tourney.
Well, there's a pre-tourney tomorrow, and
Oh
during
no,
the week.
I'm not playing. I'm not good enough to. I'll stick to the 9-footers, but I'll be here, and I like watching the game. You know, gives me good exposure.
Well, it does. It gives you an idea of what to do for next time too, doesn't it? Well, yeah, I know. Yes, I also know, Lisa.
On the comment, the live chat there, Lisa Brummel Yeah, it's definitely Ceri. I'll interview him after the match, and you can hear firsthand for yourself. I've seen this guy in the 9-ball circuit. He's been to the World 9-ball Champs a couple of times. I've had the privilege of playing him, and I assure you it is Ceri.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, he might fluke it.
No, he hasn't. No flukes allowed. Okay, now what? Okay, John, talk me through this one. Simon's got his cue on the table, and he also has what looks to be some kind of girly flower power type bracelet on his hand. Just out of shot there. It's like a pink color. Is that like a rainbow connection type gig for him?
I didn't see it.
Okay, wait till the next shot.
Yeah, I'll wait till the next shot. You know, he had his cue on the table because he was trying to work out where the white ball wanted to go.
Okay.
Oh, for
there it
Christ's
is. You can
sake.
see it there. If you just look, it's on his hand. Just watch him reach down. It's coming back. It's like a pink bracelet.
Maybe it's the one that his girlfriend gave him.
Okay. Because back home,
Maybe it's a good luck charm. Oh,
There it
yeah, I
is.
see it, yeah.
if anyone wore a pink bracelet back home, we'd probably think they were,
Homosexual?
well, no, I didn't say that, John.
Well, I did.
But I just mean that, maybe they weren't sure, if you know what I mean.
He's attempting to speak English, your real name. Can you not understand him? I can understand him just fine. Well, mind you, I'm sitting right next to him, so yeah.
So, what's happened there? Tony V. Dubbies.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. I think you guys.
Oh, Edwin, come on. I take it you've not heard this before, have you? Yeah, Tyler Johnson, yeah. Are you going to reveal yourself after this, or are you just going to keep everyone guessing?
I don't know what you're talking about, John. Oh, there you go. There you go, John. There's the answer for the.
Oh, yes. No, that I did not know that.
Pink wristband was given to the players of the John Barry Memorial Tournament. So there you go. I didn't think Simon was unsure. He's got a lovely partner.
And he's got 5 cats.
Well,
and by the
that's
way,
a sure sign there, John.
Oh, and also, have you ever heard of John Barry before? He player in the Canterbury region who
Jackson.
was well known for A, his ability to play pool, and B, his generosity.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Moscone Cup's awesome. I've seen whatever.
Well,
I've seen a fair bit of it, and it does. It's so good to watch.
That comment that we has got removed from the chat from Edwina Jackson, saying that one of our commentators shouldn't be here. Well, I'll tell you what, Edwina Jackson, I'll play you. I'll play you for any amount of money you want, because I've had some people over my show to tell me you got no game, and maybe you should just stay out of this chat and focus on these top players instead of worrying about who's commentating here. Now, Ceri Worts here. He's on a finish. He's going to look at going 7-1.
Yeah, he was, yeah. No, you are right too, Chalked Up Video. He was one of the, I believe, the brains behind the Super League and one of its biggest supporters later, just after its inception.
Yeah,
I mean, he was a big league fan in general, but Super League Pole turned out to be one of his babies.
Well, there you go, John. And who won that?
Pittsburgh, wasn't it?
No,
Lisa?
no. Who won the John Barry Memorial? Can we give it? Because obviously he had a big influence on the game. Who? Oh, there you go.
Simon Singleton was our big winner in that.
So not only is he sporting the memorial band, but he's also the title holder.
Because he won the tournament too. Maybe he needs to be reminded of his past victories, much like you lot do in the Second World War. Maybe you lot need to be reminded of your victory in the Second World War, just like Simon needs to be reminded of his victory in the last tournament. Oh, wait. Edwin, why do you do this?
All right, well, I got my cues in the car, Edwina, so you showing up this week, I'll play you for $1,000. Oh no, Carrot, he missed the yellow ball there, John.
I didn't actually see who won that frame through all that mirth. Hey, Simon, what's the score? Is it? Yeah, 4-0. Simon Singleton's 4-0 up. So we need to change those scores there, Tyler. You've got your finger at the F key. Thank you. Yep.
Okay, and here's Van Wyck. That's a great break there, John.
Did he get one, or was it dry?
It looked good. Maybe he's dry. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think that's why Tyler wants to interview him after the match.
Yeah, we'll check with him. But the main thing is here, John, that Ceri...
he might have left that on.
He's all over Bayden Jackson here.
I reckon Bayden's left that on. He's tried to snooker Ceri on the
last yellow ball?
Yeah, on the yellow, and he's ended up overrunning it and leaving it on. Yeah, no, everyone gets it wrong, chalked up video, and I'm pretty sure he's sick to death of correcting people. I know my last name gets a lot of people all sorts of wrong on it.
Okay, so what? He's just tried to maybe contain Bayden there?
Maybe he couldn't see enough of it to pot it. He's
left.
Yeah,
he hasn't left Bayden an easy starter here, John.
No, I don't know if that red goes, the one that's towards the corner right pocket. Oh, it does go. That's a great shot. He did manage it too, and now he's got a relatively simple finish to get himself another frame.
Wow, that's... That is a great shot there from Bayden Jackson.
Better Jackson.
And
the better Jackson of the two. Certainly better than Edwina Jackson. Well, he's not even here. I don't think anyone...
Stir.
Yeah.
6-2 now, Bayden Jackson calling back.
Did he not qualify in the top 8?
I think he pulled out.
Oh, his father probably should have pulled out there, John.
Oh. Oh, dear.
Okay, so Bayden's got that frame there. Bayden goes to 2, so he's still got a lot of work to do.
Oh, he might do. I think it depends on how much time he's got, Lisa.
Well, I wouldn't mind going to the casino. I do mind a bit of a punt there, John.
Take a punt.
Take a punt.
If you're taking a punt, who do you think's winning the final then?
Well, I like Ceri just because I've played with him on the 9-ball scene, and I know he's got the bottle to handle the pressure. And look, obviously he's got a big lead, but in the taxi on the way here from the airport, I sort of mentioned that someone mentioned to me that Ceri was in the last 8, and he was my pick to win. Just because I know him, I don't know a lot of these other players, so he was my pick, and he's looking pretty good right now. Thanks, that's a nice comment there, Edwin.
Now it's Edwin.
That's very nice of you.
And
I think Brad Campbell was
oh, please don't.
Was very happy that we could get some spice into the commentary box. It's all about having a good time.
Well, it is. People can see for themselves what's happening. having commentary does help people to be able to see what's going on, but it is important to have a little bit of fun with it.
Absolutely, and if you've heard the Big Guns League and the commentary, you know it's very very informative, but also they like to have a bit of banter, and it keeps the fans entertained as well, John.
Well, you play this for the fans, don't you? You don't necessarily. Well, it's obvious the players are what make the game, but the fans are what keep it going.
That's a nice shot from Bayden.
You don't have the game's not nearly as good without fans supporting it.
So that's a nice shot from Bayden because he's opened up that other red there, John. He's got a chance to claw another frame back here on this lead.
He's working his way back here quite nicely. Chris Ettenfield, thank you very much for that.
Great comment there, Chris. We appreciate the support. Here's Jackson.
Oh, picked it out surgically. Lovely shot on the yellow there from Simon.
Nice shot there from Bayden.
Did he run too far, though?
He's okay.
Or is he okay? No.
So, let's have a look at Simon's shot on the right-hand side of the screen. Played that very nicely. That's looking like a clearance for me there, John.
It is, and that would extend it to a 5-0 lead. He'd be more than halfway there.
Now, Bayden's just got a little bit of work to do to get on this red right in front of his brow there as the screen as we look. Is he trying to get on it now? I think he is.
He's not run far enough.
No.
At least he's on one of the other two, though. He can reload and have another shot at it.
So you can see Bayden still needs to get on that red ball closest to the cue ball. So how's he going to do that, John?
I reckon he could use the black as a springboard. He'd use the black, have the white ball come across a little bit further than it is now to that right rail.
I think he's screwing straight out, drawing straight out. Here's Simon with a little black ball to the side pocket and the 5-0 lead.
Down we go. So we've got high 5 to zip. Storm or Roosters? Rugby league, is that a game you're familiar with?
You mean American football?
No, not American football. Rugby league.
I only know one game of football, and that's American football. Pittsburgh Steelers all the way.
That's the update of the consolation.
Okay, we got an update here in the consolation event. We have, is this the semifinals?
Yeah, semifinals.
We've got Dean Garnett is on 3, and Andrew somebody is on 2.
Hickey.
Okay, and the old timer.
Phil Wilkinson's
73.
been defeated by Healy 7-3. 73.
Isn't that quite funny, John? He's just going to say he's lost 7-3. That's his
70
age.
the year.
73. Yeah, good effort from the old boy.
Give the man his dues, eh?
All right. Now, Bayden's got rid of that tricky red, John. He's just got to transition out off this red ball. Out for the... what's he going to do? Is he going to check it back up, play the black on the side?
Yeah, I think that's what he'd be aiming to do here.
He's going around. He's going around.
He's hit it like a wimp, though.
Well...
Maybe he put too much drag rather than draw on that, and he's ended up coming up short off the rail.
He's given up the ghost here. Look how quick he's getting down to play this.
He
just about got it.
Wasn't anything to it but to do it. He wasn't that far away from doing it.
Wow. Ceri Worts is about to go 7-2 up on Bayden Jackson. What's happening in this right-hand match here, John?
I think Simon's on the yellows here.
He's trying to run out to go 6-0.
He's trying to join the dots here, but no, he's actually on the reds. Sorry about that. So looking at the plant first, the red onto the red on the middle pocket.
No.
But no.
So
it was actually past the middle pocket slightly. It wasn't an easy shot.
But I mean, when you're 5-0 up, you want to be attacking, and he's played that not carelessly, but he's played an aggressive
with attacking
shot.
intent.
Absolutely. Here's Ceri.
As the way he's done all game, really. Because Tony hasn't been able to punish him for any small errors he's made, so he's had the heart to be playing the same way.
I don't see Ceri missing these here, John. He's taking this long yellow, drawing back. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, lovely. His queuing's just been something else, hasn't it? We've seen excellent queuing all tournament. I actually think this is the best I've seen.
Well, this is a clinic. Look at this. He's just going to stop this one right dead and draw back off this yellow to the corner, and then he's got a gimme.
It was like a stun follow shot. You see how the ball moved about half a ball width after to be near perfect on that. That's just how perfect his queuing is right now.
He just wanted to get the right angle on that yellow, and here we go, just off the rail here and down for the black. Look at that.
Dean is 3-2 up over Andrew Hickey there, Allison.
And Ceri, look at this. 7-2.
There we go. It's as simple as that.
All right, Tony Van Wijk needs to get on the board here if he's going to stand any chance. Simon's won this event 2 years now?
2 years in a row. He's going for a three-peat there, Tyler.
Wow. He's going to be tough to beat, yeah?
Yeah, and just quietly, he was actually my pick to win this tournament as well. But obviously I can't show favouritism towards him.
Why was he your pick?
Because he's won it twice in a row before, but just because of his ability to play in pressure moments.
Okay. Now, speaking of pressure...
he's been in pressure moments before in this tournament,
pressure,
and he's just got the game to go past it.
Okay, that's a good call. Now, Tony 5-0 down. This is a tough shot to get on this last red. How's he going to go about his work here?
It's just for a double.
Okay.
It's looking like a double here, or a bank shot as you call it.
Yeah, just bank it straight off that side rail and hold for the 8-ball.
Yeah, he's got a wee pocket to hold into for the 8.
Yeah, he got it.
Oh, look at this. That's a beautiful shot.
Well, he needed that one, didn't he?
Oh, he needed it.
He needed it badly.
Yeah.
Ceri Worts 7-2
Deserts
up.
need rain.
And Tony Slickster gets one frame back. And he goes 1-5 down. Here is, again, Jackson with the slow
half break, yeah.
Was that a legal break?
I believe it was.
So, okay, he's looking, he's trying to slow Ceri down.
I think you have to drive 3 balls to a rail for a legal break. 4 to a rail,
okay.
Sorry.
Tasman. Whereabouts is Tasman?
That would be northwest of the South Island there, Tyler.
Okay, so South Island.
Are you aware in any way of our the fact that we've got 2 major islands in New Zealand?
Yeah. Like I said, I was down in Christchurch last year at Kashmir Club,
which is in the South Island.
But I hadn't seen the Tasman.
Yeah, no, Tasman.
I thought that was in Australia.
That's Tasmania.
Yeah, Tasman.
That's
what
island.
He's got on his shirt.
Yeah, no, that's an island just off the southeastern coast of Australia.
Yeah, Kerry's got it on his shirt there. It's written on the back.
No, I see that.
Yeah. So he's not from Australia?
Yeah, not from Australia. He was actually born in Kenya, fun fact.
Who was?
Ceri.
But he's white.
Yeah, I know.
Who ever heard of a white man from Kenya?
I did. His name's Ceri.
Wow, that's mind-blowing.
I think you'll find his parents weren't African of any sort.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, he's looking like a man possessed here, John. He runs this yellow ball out the top rail. Just look at this. Look at this. It's gonna sit or is it gonna drop?
Hug drops.
He is just.
I thought you were born in. Were you not? Are you not Indian, Summit? I thought you. He lives in Blenheim. Sorry, I keep saying he's from Nelson.
Okay, here's Van Wijk now on the right-hand side of your screen. He's missed, and oh no, that yellow's going precariously close to the corner.
And stops.
But now Simon back at the table.
Goaltender in the pocket, you see.
Okay. Now, while Simon's addressing his options on the yellows,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
let's have a look at Ceri. John, how's he gonna run out these last 3 yellows? Is he gonna maybe screw this one into the side pocket? Oh, what's he doing here?
It's on past the
I can't see
yellow
it.
and the red.
Oh, this is a big shot. Has he got it?
He has got it.
That's a great shot. It's not getting any easier.
And I reckon he thins this cut in and ends up on the one near the rail. That's it for me. Got to be careful of not only the middle pocket but going behind the reds.
But that 8 ball, that black ball doesn't pass to the top left, so he's got a lot of work to do to get on that 8 as well.
I think it passes into the top right, actually.
Yeah, but how are you going to get over there?
Ask Ceri. He seems to be able to get onto anything from anywhere at the moment.
All right, let's see what he can come up with here. This little magician from Tasman. Small in stature, but man, can he shoot some peel.
You turn into an Aussie now. Have you got some Aussie in you?
Definitely not. I do like the Aussie girls, though.
The Aussie what?
Girls.
Oh.
Look at this, look at this.
Oh, got a bump.
Now, can he...
He's actually made the angle for himself to get across to that.
He can pinch this off the rail,
same
come back
pocket.
between those 2 reds and get on that 8 ball.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, is that he's so good at manipulating balls to get what he wants.
He's got the cue ball on the string.
Cue ball on a string, as we may call it.
So is he going to come in between these 2 reds here, John? Straight off one rail and out? I think that's the shot. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing.
He's not there.
Oh,
No.
he's hit it like rubbish. It's about the first shot we've actually seen him hit poorly in the whole game.
Has he got a shot to go across table?
Not left to right.
Well,
Maybe if you're reading Arabic, right to left is on.
can he come off the top rail and kick the black towards the side middle? I think he's in trouble this frame.
Oh, I think so too. If he's under a total snooker though, he doesn't have to hit a rail after contact, Tyler.
Okay.
That would be if you cannot see any of the black. Doesn't matter whether you've done it to yourself. Oh, he's going for the Hopawate double into the middle pocket on the right. So he's going to kick off the back rail, hit about roughly half of the black, well, the half that he can see.
That won't pass those reds to the side, will it, even if he hits it right?
I wouldn't think it would either, but maybe we're seeing something that looks that way, but Ceri
Van
may
Wyck.
be able to see the shot and we can't.
Oh no, Van Wyck's missed again. Simon had a miss, but now Van Wyck, he's in trouble. If that yellow passes to the side pocket, I sense 6-1 here to Simon. Okay, he's going round the back.
Oh, and he's playing it around as... Oh, he's going to swerve into it, is he?
And do what?
I don't know, just make sure he doesn't foul.
Okay. Look at this.
Oh, and just about got behind the red.
was
That would have been a spectacular
Yeah,
shot.
I see what he's trying to do there. He's trying to hide the cue ball behind that red up the top. Okay, now Simon.
You what, sorry?
Simon, he's got a good chance to go 6-1 up here.
He does. Well, the thing with Tony in this game is he's actually had the opportunity to try to get the split and missed it. He might actually have a combination shot here.
Maybe it wasn't on, so now he can play this this cannon.
Cannon, combination shot, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so Bayden Jackson, the best Jackson, he's tried to snooker,
He's tried to snooker Ceri there.
but he's got a shot on this 8 ball. No double there though, John.
There's no double, and I don't think there's a triple there either. There's too many landmines in the way.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Look at
that's
that
a
shot.
beautiful cannon.
And now
And he stayed on it too.
these semifinals are starting to run away with themselves. Simon and Ceri Worts are dominating.
Oh yeah, it's just like It was just like watching the Boston Red Sox in the World Series last year. Dominant. Too much hitting, too much pitching.
Speaking of shots.
Oh, look at this!
Wow.
Oh, actually
That's-
gets a round of applause.
Yeah,
for
but it
that,
didn't
even
go
though
in.
It didn't go in.
That's in.
Oh, Simon, love your work. 6-2 up.
6-1.
6-1 up. Sorry. I get the feeling you were wanting to type something else there. K1W1. Yeah. Oh, you changed your last name on. You changed your last name on YouTube, Jamie. Did Corey pressure you into that? Yes, hello, Adam. I know you like to lick ears.
And it looks like I'm going to take a small break. Adam Lilly is going to come down and commentate the last couple of frames of this semi-final. Adam, the quarterfinalist. He's just taken off.
What's... Yeah, now Simon using that shark rack that you love so much.
Oh, yeah, you got to have that rack.
It's a good rack.
Righto, Johnny Boy, I'm going to go have a dinner break. You carry on. I'm going to go have a beverage. Maybe a Budweiser.
Maybe a Carlsberg. They're only $3.
No, I'll stick with the Budweiser.
$3?
Yeah.
No fucking way. Wait,
No bullshit.
no, I'm joking. I just read off the biggest part. Jason Martin, who's going to get hit any minute right now. Do you want a drink? No. Sure?
All right, John Boy, I will see you when I get back from the bar.
Good on you. Always great to commentate with you. You're a real hoot, you know that? That's what...
Hey, check.
Often get himself some amber petrol. So at the moment it's just me. Simon's come across quite nicely for the red in the same pocket here. Plays out a bit like a snooker rack, this does. I believe so.
Hey?
Could you have a look and make sure that's the correct score? That's true, and the more you drink, the more drunk you get too. Yeah. Yeah, no, Christchurch is pretty expensive for drinks, I'm afraid. But they are doing a promotional special on Carlsberg there. You can actually see it as one of the sponsored products there. So 8-2 is the score, so I don't need to touch anything.
Yeah, did you call me?
That's not great for position for Ceri. I wonder if he'd be looking at a 3-ball plant here.
No, I just took a photo of it. We're going to send it to the Irish Pool player over in Ireland. Oh, yeah, because
Yeah, I do too, Lisa. Some people don't like him very much. but I think he's a great addition.
But he knows about the big games in Australia and Rusty Wheeler.
Yeah.
And he's thinking about going over the next year. So I told him this.
Looks like he is playing for the 3-ball plant here.
It was quite awesome. So
He didn't pot it, but he has gotten the next best thing, which is the red right over the bin, so that there's no easy pocket for the black here for Bayden. Yeah, that would have been to get you to spend more money on the betting there, chalked up video. That's how casinos work. Yeah, hopefully he remembers that the final's on. I'll have to find him and give him a shake. I wonder if this might be on off the black. No, but very close. Simon, I thought, was going to be able to squeeze that in off the black ball, but apparently the angle wasn't quite there for the shot. Tony putting the snooker in. That was the obvious short choice of shot. Going to be a question of whether the white ball is stuck to the 8 or not. If the white ball is touching the 8, he'll have to play away from it. Thank you, Larissa. So Bayden now on to his last yellow, and I think he could go one rail, or maybe one rail and across diagonally to the other rail, about where that diamond is, top right long rail. These are world rules, K1, W1. Or English 2-shot if you prefer. Much of the world plays these on these tables. We got the pot, but the red got in the way. If the red hadn't been there, that would have been near perfect for position, and Bayden there just trying to see if maybe the black squeezes past the red on the right. Maybe it will catch the jaw and drop in. Oh, it did. That's a fantastic shot. So 8-3 to Bayden Jackson. He clings on in.
Do you know
Yeah, I was going to say I should know that. I've seen that before. Paul, hopefully you've got some free time on your hands to come up here and help run the stream next week, because definitely need a person of your expertise, bud.
And that's not a bad lead from Simon there, to be fair.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. Oh, did I get the score the wrong way around? Yeah, I did mean 8-3 to Ceri. If I did. Are we?
We have the spots. It's up to the players if they want to go.
We have the spots available to send players away, K1, W1, but it's up to the players as to whether they want to go or not. Is it full funding or partial?
None.
They don't get funding, you see, so they'd have to pay for everything themselves.
No, that's for a shot for Simon.
If Simons gets the red in front of the black, leaves Tony at the other end of the table. He might have a cut on one of these two yellows, but Again, it's going to be a difficult shot, and if he misses it, Simon's going to be back in again.
What one is it, John?
One, you're on.
It's on. Cool.
He couldn't get it. Double kiss the red, that should be frame over.
It's big fight back needed from both Bayden and Tony. The final looks already tied up.
Dry, doesn't it?
Yeah, but until it's over.
Yeah, it's not over until there's a 9 on the board.
How about Ceri Worts' play though?
Oh, he's been amazing.
We were at home and went back just for a bit of a rest, and we watched Ceri play Michael Hayes, and Michael didn't get much time at the table in that one, and just looking a bit the same against Bayden here.
Yeah, Michael just got wiped out, didn't he? He's even
Through
said
no
it to
fault of his own.
He even said it himself that he didn't play badly at all. He was just beaten by a much better player.
Yeah, I don't think he got to the table very often.
7-1 now to Simon Singleton. It's looking that way for him against Tony now. Looking very much odds on to be in the final once again, to be able to defend his title.
I think Simon's proving to be one of the best players, if not the best player in the country there, John. You know, you can't take away his achievements, and if there's a final and he hasn't won it, he's probably been in it.
True. Yes, I believe there will be streaming for the Clubs New Zealand Nationals. We will need somebody else to help run it, but I think it will be here and available.
Oh, the big deficits, aren't they? 5 frames and 6 frames.
And Simon with an open table and the Reds fast spread. You'd have to believe that he'd be able to run these and get on the hill.
They're all there, John.
They are.
So what's he do now? Like, where does he take that red
Down the red
cushion,
down the rail.
Bottom left.
I'd take the red down the rail, unless you can get better position on it through this red in the middle pocket. If you can get better position on it, then you take the opportunity to do it.
We screw back.
Just a wee screw back. So he does get slightly better position on it, although perhaps not as much as he would have liked. Looks like he's going to come back here to the middle of the table somewhere. And gets a friendly little bump on the yellow. Oh, that's a filthy miss from Bayden, but...
No, I think that was Ceri played that.
Ceri that played that,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I know you're surprised, John. Ceri hasn't missed many today.
Yeah, exactly.
Honest mistake there.
Been Mr. Consistency in this game.
Well, it's not much for Simon to do here. He just popped this one. He's got to make sure he gets out centre of the table for the black.
We have an update in the semi-final of the consolation round. Dean Garnett is on the hill, 6-3 against Andrew Hickey.
I think, you have to sort of put it to the Tasman boys, Andrew and Ceri. They both had to forfeit their first round matches in section play. They're going deep, although Andrew didn't qualify. His semi-finals is a consolation, and Ceri's just gone all the way.
Basically, it's to get players playing in the two-shot game on the world stage. We are so far behind the rest of the world, and in particular England and Australia, with
Thanks, boys.
the two-shot rules, K11. That this just needed to happen, that we needed to actually join the party at some point and actually get players to play the game, be familiarised with the game, be familiarised with the rules, because it just seemed like an embarrassment that we didn't have players of the calibre required to play at the World Championships, just like we do with every other sport. We've got players of any other sport good enough to play. Why not this game?
Yeah, I think John, definitely got the calibre, but, you've got to understand the rules, don't you?
Oh, and off the break from Simon there, so
If you're not
Tony
playing them, you can't expect to win them.
Tony might get a good shot at this to get a frame back here. There's any chance to take? You do it now. Yeah, it was like a massive hole, wasn't it, to fill, and anywhere we can...
Look at those yellows.
Yeah, they're juicy, aren't they?
Oh, come on, mate. Oh, he's got the red over the middle. Just, probably the thing with, Simon and Ceri at the moment is showing good control.
Double. Oh, did he need to take that risk? I don't know if he did.
I think that was a really bad mistake.
That was a poor shot.
Plenty of time to get back on that ball. Mate, Tony might fancy his doubles, and anyone that likes doubling, they'll take them on, and if they're good at them, they'll get them more than they don't.
It's not a percentage shot, is it? Oh, that's come out in the way, has it? No, it's gone past.
Certainly not at 8-1 down, John.
No.
You had many options.
No, you'd be playing percentage pull at 8-1 down. I don't think you'd be looking for shots like that, even if you are good at them. I think Simon might have hooked himself on the red in the middle, but that's okay because he's good at these long ones. And Dooley drops one to get himself back into position.
So, where's he going to put that red down up the top left, John? Is he going to play that off the yellow? Or is he going to get under it?
I reckon he's going to go just past it so he could put it in this same middle pocket.
Yeah, he's going to play it
off
the yellow. He's going to draw it back a wee bit.
And he's got natural position on the black if he pots it. And he did. Is that going to get in the way, though? It did. A little smile there from Simon. He didn't have everything his own way there.
Wow, this is going to be a flying white if he's trying to cut that in the middle, or is he going to try and double it back?
Simon's honey, Melissa Gold, thank you for joining. Yeah, just one shot away from being in the final there, Mel. Marcus double. Oh, great effort. But Tony with the opportunity to extend his stay at this table. And it's now or never, as the song goes. Should be pretty simple from here, although nothing's been really simple in this game for him.
So you can see the match is taking a bit of a swing because Ceri
I was going to say you couldn't hang that, but no, the gravity switch was flicked in time.
Oh no. I think Bayden was
Was he
trying to get
play
under
for
that
snooker?
yellow. Yeah, I think he's trying to get under the yellow. and
That's a
it's just-
horrid shot.
He's under the pump, so...
Yeah, all the pressure's just fallen in on him, hasn't it? This red to the middle, I believe, is the shot. If he gets onto this red in the middle pocket, then he's easy onto the one in the corner, and I believe that black goes into the right top corner pocket.
Not quite sure.
Yes, no, well, the English have been playing this to start off with. Oh, he's developed the black. What a
it's
shot.
Great shot, Ceri. And well
And
done,
Tony,
Clinch
well
one,
done to
mate.
him, makes him 8-2 down, but still in the match. And Ceri's just too good, and look at what Bayden's done.
Oh, commiserations, Bayden. Well done, Ceri. First finalist.
What a magnificent exhibition of pull that was. Control, wasn't it? He just never looked like losing that match, did he? And who's wanting to go? Wijk. Oh.
He's back.
Where is he? Where is
Oh
Wijk?
no, it's Tony dumped the white off the break. John, looks like.
Yep, I see it in Simon's hand.
You know, the players can't be disappointed making the semi-finals of these tournaments.
Sorry?
The players that, you know, they can't be disappointed with the semi-final result, regardless.
Yeah, I know, but
Not to say that they're there yet, but
yeah, but I mean, they're not going to think that now, are they? But when they look back on it,
for
they
sure.
will. One other thing too, I'll just go back to that point that you were making, K1W1. Yeah, we do have the players, but what it is that we've been so late in having a dedicated structure to play these rules, because we've been playing our own rules that are only are played in New Zealand.
That was a great shot by Simon. That's developed it.
That's the tournament that's going to be played next week, is played under the clubs New Zealand or chartered clubs rules that we also have. But as I said, only New Zealand plays those rules, so we've been neglecting, as if you were, the two-shot rules to be playing our own rules, and as a result we've been behind, and so we've needed to play catch-up. And I mean, these players from England, Simon Singleton hails from Preston, for example. They've been playing this way for quite a while, and they've had so much to teach us. And you can see just the way he's playing now, like, not trying to do too much with the white ball. He knows exactly what
He's on the hill, the tail's up, he's flying, mate. He's not looking back, he's just going at everything.
He's got that control of the white ball. He knows how to play the game as well. When there's not a clearance sign, that needs to stop, and it does.
As good as done.
So this for the win. Oh, I think he's missed it. Oh, he has missed it. So he must wait at least one more shot.
The old nerves, eh, Sly?
Well, at least it's over the
Simon's
pocket,
just
although
smiling that one off there.
Tony's
got a lot of work to do.
He does have a lot of work.
He gets this one, he's another frame closer.
He got slightly out of position there. I just wonder whether he might go for a snooker if he gets even further out of position.
I can't see the point of the snooker, to be honest.
We'll say that snooker's an option, but when you're that many balls behind you, it becomes a bit self-defeating. He's hung it.
He's hung it.
In fact, he's conceded, so Simon Singleton is your second finalist, beating Tony Van Wyk 9 frames to 2. The final is a best of 9 as well, Scott. All post section in the championship event has been best of 9. So Janet and Melissa, your boys in the final again. Thank you.
Which tab are they using for the final, Daryl?
That one.
Which tab are they using for the final? Far away one?